I don't even know who I am. I've been masking myself my whole life. I'm struggling with my sense of identity. When I received this message, it was kind of like, okay, is this me? But anyway, this person sent me this message. We had a great conversation. And I do think maybe the better answer would be from someone who's a therapist or psychiatrist. But they also mentioned that it would be helpful for me to just say this in a video and tell my experience. And that'll be a good jumping off point for other people in similar positions. So before I was diagnosed with ADHD, I thought that everything that was an obvious ADHD symptom, now that I look back, was part of my personality. Being unable to focus, I'm lazy. Having these huge obsessions, having ups and downs and having hyperfocuses and then abandoning projects, well, I'm just not disciplined enough. Getting into arguments, well, I just like to argue. All of this stuff was very well explained by things like hyperfocus, things like executive dysfunction, things like dopamine dysregulation, and not to mention all the calendar and scheduling issues that we all know we have. Those were all what I thought were my personality traits, but they were just ADHD symptoms, and they were either being masked or coped with or just out in the open. After I got diagnosed with ADHD, all of these things were still there, but now when I looked on them, it's like, well, what is my personality? Because these things are just ADHD. And actually, that's a bit not true. I did have a personality. The way that I reacted and responded to all of these different things was my identity, was my personality. On the other hand, a lot of my life was just reactive. I was reacting to symptoms I was having, and some of the ways I was reacting were good, and some of the ways I was reacting were super unhealthy. So as unsatisfying as this answer is, my conclusion has been, well, I'm going to take the things that I like about myself and keep doing them and just be more aware of them now. And I'm going to take the things that I don't think are so healthy and aren't so positive, and I'm going to be even more aware of those and try my best to change them. And the fact that I'm doing that is my identity now. This kind of transitional, transformative phase of my life where I'm trying to figure out who I am, that is my current identity. So that's my experience, and I hope maybe that'll be enlightening to some people who are struggling with this as well.